welcome to the video. I have come down with Sevi, Hannah, Sevi's girlfriend, and her brand new Mazda. It's very, very nice. We got Will and Chris and two Torture Drives. Jaguar F-Type is somewhere down there. Today I am with the crew and we are at the Alpine dealership in Winchester because we are doing an Alpine A110 driving experience. So we'll do a quick little video. Content's content. I'm going to bring you guys along. I've never driven an A110 before. I have commented that in the past the styling is kind of ugly. I understand that the heritage behind it, but being a 1100 kilo car, 250 brake horsepower, 245 horsepower, 1.8 engine, 4-pot, it should be very, very fun to drive. So this kind of rivals the Cayman, even my M2 in some ways. Just gonna bring you along, drive it, have a bit of fun. So yeah, let's get the video going. So the event cars are currently out driving. I think Sevi is out at the moment. So what we'll do is we'll do a little walk around the dealership. There is a really, really nice green with kind of gold wheel spec. Really, really cool. I might, if it comes in later, I'll show you guys. But let's have a little walk around inside the dealership. I think this is my favourite colour here. It's gorgeous. Purple. If you want to pause the video, there you go. There's all your stats. So this is I think the standard A110. Inside the interior, you got the paint, the purple inside, which is really nice. Bucket seats. The interior is really, really nice actually. I really, really like it. You fit very snug. Interestingly, there's no glove box. Look at that. No glove box, not really any kind of cubby holders where you can put stuff. You can kind of put your phone down there, but I think that would be quite awkward to get. And there's a cool plaque down there. This is number 12 if it ever focuses. Okay, you get the point. I would say, come on, that isn't, I'm trying to look at the camera at the same time, but yeah, it's a bit slow, I would say. Let's look at the nav, confirm. Yeah, I'd use CarPlay if you could, or your phone. Other than that, really nice. Let's have a look at the S. This is the S. A lovely blue colour. Because this is the S, I don't know, we'll probably get someone to talk us through spec in a sec, but these are nicer seats with Alcantara. I've sat in them already, they hug you a lot more. Kind of proper bucket seats. Really, really nice. You've got the red start stop on the steering wheel.
He's in, but he was touching. You might have to adjust the wheel and that.
There you go, look. Will is 6'7" and he fits in the Alpine alright. How you doing, mate? Are your knees okay?
It's nice. Wash your hands. Okay.
I've just been to the toilet, washed my hands.
Like floating central tunnel bit.
And this is a Alpine Tour. So they have got a 2016 F1 car that they're basically driving around. So there's two tours to drive. He was going to do a little clip. There you go. Here's the green one that I was talking about. Gold wheels. Sounds good as well.
Gearbox is good. I haven't driven a DCT in the M2, so but the downshifts are a little bit.
Is it DCT or is it?
It's DCT.
Yeah.
It's a little bit laggy at times for downshifts. So there's a bit of turbo lag. You have to wait, and then then you let off, and especially in high gear. If you put your foot like 6, it goes.
Interesting.
And it's quite soft, it's quite supple.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a suspension setting on it?
No, it's just I think
completely
what I
standard.
found. The steering's really, really quick. Brakes are really good. The brakes are really nice. Yeah. No. I buy one.
Will you buy any cars over there?
If I had 60 grand, it's 60 grand. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot. Well, have you seen the price of that one?
One.
The matte silver.
Oh god, what's that one?
70k.
Expensive, that, isn't it?
GT4, like used GT4.
As a driver's car, that's impressive. It is impressive.
Yeah.
It's a little. It's so light. You can literally.
It's like
you know,
12.
chuck it
So what is
about.
it? 1,200 kilos.
Yeah, 11 kilos. No, it's engine's pretty good. Obviously it's 1.8 in it. And say quite a lot of turbo lag. You have to get quite a long throttle travel as well. So you really have to get into the throttle.
Yeah.
But it's good fun. Really, really. I'd love to have it for a day or something.
Yeah, I can
really
imagine
good
it'd be great fun to drive.
fun. And poppable. But it pops quite well as you drive around.
It's a weird salmony brown colour. Actually, it's kind of growing on me. It's a weird colour, but it's like pink / red / brown.
I've pulled over a video called The Missing. Look what you're missing out on. There as well. So,
You get a few small bags.
oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Going in the blue one.
So if you want to film anything,
Okay.
but he should.
Ooh, interesting spec. We'll just quickly have a little look at the boot space. Pretty shallow. Probably maybe put a bag in there. And then you've got the back as well.
Film on that. Right, I'm going to tell you what back. Right, so we've got
It's again pretty small.
we're up at
But again, it's a driver's car, right? It focuses on fun, lightweight. As you heard Chris say, it was fun to drive. Nice indeed.
Yeah.
Is that me?
What's that?
That is me. Yeah, that sound.
I'm on, yeah.
I'm not used to that.
I was going to say, I had Giuseppe in the car earlier, he's also got an M2. And he was saying, what is that whining noise?
Sound, yeah.
Yeah, the wastegate, the dump valves, it's old school.
Oh my god.
You like that?
Yeah.
That's the turbo smiling up. You lift off
Right
and
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
After 400 meters leave the right
And that's
of
exactly it, you got
exit
a smile on your face.
31.
Yeah, it's a very visceral car. I think we got a fan here. This is so they fit a certain requirement in that respect.
Can't get over that. Sound.
It's very old school.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
So just go straight there, we'll go a bit further and just double back. I'm gonna go for a couple of villages as well.
Yeah, the pops.
Yeah,
Okay, so we've been hooning around in this, going through villages, hitting some country roads in sport track and like comfort mode, and it is very, very comfortable. It's really, really nice to drive. There's this kind of, I've got the GoPro in the windscreen, but I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'll probably move it in a bit. But there's this kind of, you can hear all the turbos, the waste gaskets. You can just hear everything behind you, and that never gets boring. It is a very, very easy car to drive, and being only 245 brake horsepower, it doesn't feel slow at all because of its weight. We're yet to kind of find a proper country road where there's no traffic and I can actually give it a proper hoon, but so far I'm very impressed. Right, so I've got Akhtar here who knows all about the car. He works for Alpine. Tell us a little bit about it.
Alright, right, so the Alpine, it's been around since 1955 as a brand. This is a new reboot, as it were. It takes styling cues from the original A110. The car's a 1.8 turbo from the Megane RS engine. 252 horsepower or 292 with the S. The S is a more track-focused car, so it has 50% stiffer springs and dampers, 100% stiffer anti-roll bar, and a 4mm lower ride height compared to the Pure and the Legend. We're in the Legend at the moment. Oh, we've got someone running behind us. You're right.
I didn't want to get in your video.
No,
No,
that's
it's
all right.
alright,
You're
don't
it's too late.
This is the Legend.
Yes.
What does that? What's that over? What does that mean?
Just in terms of spec.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, this one's a Legend GT 2020, so it has the chocolate interior.
Right.
and,
Okay.
Yeah, it's just literally.
Is it like a
style and
first
differences.
edition?
Yeah, in essence.
Okay, I got you.
yeah. So I mean, you have other special editions as well. The car itself does 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. Tops out at 155. The main thing about the car is obviously it's got a performance. It's a proper sports car. It's not got massive amounts of horsepower. It's not too heavy, so you have to drive the car properly. Because it's turbocharged as well, you do need to not wring the car's neck, but actually keep the car in the boil. And for those of us of a certain age, you have the turbo noises and the wastegates and the dump valves. So you hear that right behind your
It's
ear
really
as you're
loud,
driving along.
yeah.
After 400 meters, leave the roundabout at the third exit and
But it's more the ride comfort as well. I mean, the car's got double wishbone suspension all round.
Cool.
It's an aluminium construction as well, so 96% aluminium construction, double wishbone suspension all round, which basically means the car's a lot more comfortable in terms of ride comfort. Double wishbone suspension is always the preferred option for a
Yeah.
sports car, simply because it just keeps the steering geometry and the actual handling and
That's
ride
the big
balance.
thing about the new GT3, isn't it? The double wishbone suspension.
Yeah, I mean they actually did a whole complete
Yeah.
change, which is unheard of. But they needed it to actually maintain the car's
Improve it.
steering geometry, and it's just basically its handling characteristics. I mean, people just look at the car; they just absolutely love it. They absolutely love the car.
Has it got a diff? Limited slip diff?
No, it's got an
No.
E-diff, so as with
uses the
most
brakes.
things, yeah, it just uses the rear brakes, it grabs the pads and what have you. It's a more efficient system. They can fine tune it incredibly now with electronics. For example, I mean, the electromechanical steering. Years ago, people used to complain that the death of hydraulic steering, you can't feel anything with electric steering, but now the systems are so good, it's not an issue. So it's people just being resistant to change, but not embracing technology, but also embracing technology in the right way as well.
Yeah, yeah.
No one has to be stuck in the past forever.
Yeah, exactly. Cool.
Move
Okay.
forward.
Well, before the flies get
Yeah.
any more annoying, let's
Yeah.
go back out for spinning.
You gets a seal of approval.
That's that horse. I love the sound. It's amazing. Got a shifted track.
5 kilometers.
That's right.
You got a shifted track. That is so impressive. Can't get over it. The sound is brilliant.
It's the old wastegate, isn't it? The old double valve. That's a very old school. The thing is that noise is very reminiscent of the cars that the drivers of this day and age will remember from their younger years.
I've never really experienced it before.
So it's almost like whether it's intentional or not. But
Right, so I don't know where Will has gone, so I'm just going to show you guys anyway. This is the F1 car from 2016. Doesn't have an engine in it at the moment because it's obviously like demo purposes or whatever. The Alpine car is doing a tour around the UK, so here it's in Winchester at the moment, a 2-week tour. How much are they? How much would they be? Like 3 mil worth?
Yeah.
To develop, yeah. And the steering wheel is around about, I've been told, about 250k. So very expensive. Your head, you imagine your head would be here. You'd be sitting about an inch off the ground. That's all about. That's all I can pretty much tell you, to be honest. But it looks pretty cool to get up and close to one in person. I would love to sit in it and drive one. I'm sure that's many people's dream, to be honest. A couple of Lotuses here, which is very cool, by the guys who. A few people are doing the drives. Right, I'm going to close off the video. I don't know how long it is, but it's been a very enjoyable trip. I don't know what the GoPro vids have come out like. Hopefully they're good, otherwise I'll just snap them over as like an overlay or something when actor is talking. But fantastic car. It's a really, really good car. Would I replace it? Would I replace my M2 for one of them? Probably not, and that's probably just because the style of driving, the style of person that I am, and the age that I am. I'm very young, I want to be antisocial and ASBO in an M2. I like the oversteer in the M2. I like to kind of, you know, do some drifts and out of junctions, etc. That's just the style of person I am at the moment in my life. This would be a fantastic car, I think, as a weekend car. It's obviously more precise. There is a lot of turbo lag, I would feel, versus the M2, but maybe as I get older, you can comfortably daily this. Maybe this would be a great weekend car if I want to hit some country roads. But as one car, because the M2 is the only car I own, to be able to do the weekly shop, go to IKEA, be aggressive and antisocial, I think I would keep the M2. So for the prices as well, you're looking at what, 60, 70k? I think they'd be fantastic as a used car. PCP deals pending. Find out what they're like in a couple of years. But as a car, as itself, on its own, it's a fantastic car, and I really, really liked it. I really enjoyed hearing the whooshing sounds behind me. It was a good car. I enjoyed that. So thank you guys for watching. If you're new, subscribe, like it, etc., etc. I'll see you later in the next video.